There's been these questions here and there, people asking about the stocks are being traded by most of these banks. We're aware that CBN said the banks should recapitalize in the face of what the government, what the federal government wants to achieve, building the economy. Because we're made to understand if we're looking at a $1 trillion economy, the banks need to be bigger and stronger to be able to withstand the challenges that might fall out from such big economy. And the CBN governor made us understand that the banks need to recapitalize to be able to fit in, to be able to be strong enough to handle such stress. So most banks are out there in the market selling stocks, and question has been asked, do we buy these stocks? Do we invest in these banks? What do we need to look at for? What are the signs we need to see for us to buy these stocks, and how much should we invest in these stocks? Well, we will not be able to take all the questions in this class, but hopefully we might look at some of those questions and then give you a guideline, a direction on what you should look out for when you invest in such stocks, or if you should buy such stocks. The first thing we need to advise you is that you should invest in undervalued stock. Yes, what is an undervalued stock, or what do we mean when we say a stock is undervalued? A stock is undervalued when it's being sold at an amount that is less than the intrinsic value of that stock. What is the cost of the stock in the market today? If you look at that vis-a-vis what the bank or banks or whichever one you are looking at is offering, you look at the price. Assuming a stock is being sold at, say, 20 naira and the company is selling at 15 naira, it tells you that that stock is undervalued. So that is the first thing you should look out for. If a stock is undervalued, we encourage you to invest in such stock. That is the first thing you should understand. What is the price of the stock in the market, and at what rate is this bank selling the stock? So it is important to invest in stocks that are undervalued. The second thing we must understand when making a decision in buying stock is this. Don't buy stocks because you believe they are going to go up soon. Rather, buy stocks because they are undervalued and you believe in the track record of the company you are investing in. I said don't buy it because you think it is going to go up, but buy it when it is undervalued and also you believe in the track record of that company. It is very, very important. Another thing you need to take into cognizance when investing in stock is you must learn to invest in the long run. Yes, the stock market is a market that you don't just go in and want to go out. No, it's a market for the long haul, the long time. You understand? So when you are investing in stock, make sure you bring in setting aside funds for investment that you are not going to use within a short period of time. It is important you understand that. Another thing you must understand is this. When investing in stock, you must make sure of the company track record, the management that is in place, and the successes of such company. It is important you understand that. So don't just buy stock because you want to buy them. Have an understanding of the management team. That is the more reason why you need to do your research before you invest in stock. Don't just go buy stock because people are buying it, people are investing in stock. Make sure you do your own research. Make sure you have the prerequisite knowledge of that company, an idea of what stock is all about. It is very, very important. Another thing we must understand why investing in stock is this. It is important when we do such investment not to panic. Yes, be patient with the market. Definitely, the stock market goes up and comes down, but in the long run, definitely it will be worth the effort and the time spent. So, like I said, you might invest in a stock and after some time you see it going down. Don't panic. You need to give the market time. Definitely, with time, the market will come back and definitely you're going to reap dividend from your investment, your stock. Another thing we must look out for is you must invest in companies that are profitable. You need to look at that particular company you want to invest in vis-a-vis the company's contemporary, and then you look at the income returns or the dividend payouts before the time you want to invest, if the company has been in the stock market for quite some time. So that company must be profitable vis-a-vis its contemporary. It must be a leading brand in that industry. So these are some of the things you must look out for when you want to invest in stock. Check its contemporary and what the company is doing. Remember, I talked about profitability and dividend payout from previous years. These are things you need to take into cognizance. Well, another thing we must look out for, I talked about companies that are in the same industry. Well, if you get a company that solely has an edge in a particular industry, that company is very, very profitable. What do I mean? There are companies we call moats. These are companies that are just solely in that particular industry. If you have such company and you want to buy their shares, we can encourage you to buy the shares of such company. What it means, their monopoly gives them an advantage. Their monopoly gives them the opportunity for you to make returns, opportunity for you to earn your dividend, and definitely opportunity for longevity. These are things you need to consider when investing in such companies. Another thing I will encourage us to do while investing in stock, which is very, very important. Do not rush to buy any stock of any company without doing your due diligence. It is important. I talked about the research before investing, but due diligence gives you an ample opportunity for you to understand the vision, the mission, for you to understand the projections, plan of such company. Due diligence also takes into cognizance what the target of such company, the management, the vision. These are things you take into cognizance before you invest in such companies. So I will encourage you, do your due diligence in addition to doing your research. If you do all this, you will never get the stock market wrong. Another advice we want to give to us is diversify your portfolio. It is important you do that. Diversifying your portfolio might look at different classes of stocks or different classes of investment opportunities. You understand? When you spread your investment across different platforms or different investment opportunities, provided you've done your due diligence and your research, you will never get it wrong in the long run. Even when some of these companies go down, because of you spreading your investment, you see you're going to earn well in the long run. So I encourage you to learn to diversify your portfolio, learn to diversify your investment. It is important. I know we've been able to answer some of the questions that was raised. Well, we cannot tell you exactly the company for you to invest in, but if you've listened to us, remember we talked about profitability, we talked about management team, we talked about intrinsic value of the stocks that are undervalued that you should invest in. These are the things you need to look out for. And the track record of what that company has been paying as dividend and the profitability of such companies. If you look at this, it's going to encourage you to do what? To know the companies to invest in. Well, like I said, we're going to encourage you if you want to invest, if you have long-term funds to put aside, you can invest as the banks are selling their shares. If you want to know more about the stocks to invest in, well, we're going to take that in another class, or you can ask us questions directly, share your opinion. We'll DM you the banks we want you to invest in. Like I said, generally, the financial industry is very veritable and it's something you like to invest in. We're going to stop here for now. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thank you.